while we're talking about what's good about the silver and gold, let me quickly talk about something that comes along with the silver and gold. And that would be the silver and gold community. Make sure to subscribe for a bunch of videos. Subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel, for exclusive bonus videos. Get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. Try out some G Fuel Energy Formula, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description. And of course, make sure to go and get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account. And every month they have a new promo going on. This month's promo is that if you refer 6 friends by the end of the month, they're going to give you $1,000 cash to invest however you'd like. When I first started stacking, November, December of 2017, or actually before that, about a year and a half prior, I learned about silver and gold, but I started stacking at the very end of 2017, but I learned about it either 2015 or 16, I don't remember. But I was introduced to it by a friend of mine. He told me every single week when he gets his paycheck, first thing he does on the way home is he stops by the coin shop and he picks up 2 silver coins. 2 ounces of silver every single week. And he said he'd been doing this for years. So I was thinking to myself, I was like, wow, 2 a week, every week, for years, he probably got like hundreds of coins at this point. And he said, that I do. Didn't really understand it at the time, but something interested me about it. And then I kind of just moved on, and something happened. I don't know what it was or why, but the conversation he and I had popped into my head, and I was like, hey, you know what? I remember how interesting that was. Let me look into it a little bit more. Let me research it. It just randomly popped into my head. It was, I don't know why or how that happened, but I thought about it again. I was like, let me look into it. So I went on this website. You may or may not have heard of it. It's called YouTube. Now, if you are a genius, you wouldn't be watching this video on YouTube. You'd be watching it in the VIP club, where I post my videos every single day at 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and there are no YouTube commercials. It is off YouTube. It is on a separate platform. It's in the VIP club. It's my Patreon page. Link to that will be in the description. You can watch thousands and thousands of videos that I've been posting over the years. They're all sitting there waiting for you to watch, and you get early access to every single one of my future videos. But I looked up silver on YouTube toward the end of 2017, came across a couple of channels. Not gonna lie, well, a lot of those channels still exist today, and to be completely honest, I thought they were all so boring, and I choose not to lie. I try my best to always tell the truth every single time. Here's the truth, I still think they're all very, very boring, except for 2. There are only 2, in my opinion, that have really gotten it right. And I remember reading through the comments of their videos, and I'd also go to other websites and just, read articles and just do some like research outside of listening to these YouTube channels' opinions. I would do some actual research. I'd look at the charts, I'd look at the graphs, I'd look at the numbers, look at the analytics, look at the statistics, I'd look at everything. And I tried to familiarize myself with it as best I could. Now, I was still running my YouTube channel at the time, this very channel. But I wasn't making silver and gold videos yet, because that was before I really got into it. I was making other types of videos. But it was because of the 2 YouTube channels that I really, really liked, I decided to go and get my first piece of silver, and that's exactly what I did. And then I started stacking officially after that. I just wanted to get 1 coin, or one round technically. I went and got myself a round, silver round. Made a video about it. People liked it. Started making more videos about silver. People were really liking that. And I was welcomed into the precious metal community with open arms. They said, hey, yeah, come on in. Doors wide open. Open invitation. Join the club, is basically what I was told. I was also told that it's a refreshing change of pace for there to be someone on the younger side, as enthusiastic about it as I am. And not from a coin collecting perspective, but a stacking for long-term wealth preservation perspective. They're like, wow, people your age aren't doing this. People your age aren't interested in that. And a lot of people started writing me letters. I have a P.O. box if anybody wants to write me a letter. But people started writing me letters, letting me know that they have a son or a nephew, in some cases even a grandson, within my age demographic, that they tried to get into silver and gold, and it just wasn't sticking. You know, it is what it is. It's like my cousin trying to get me into, you know, race cars and stuff like that. Like, I don't care. It just doesn't interest me. Like, you can't, you know, you can make a person do things, but you can't make a person, like, be interested or care about certain things. And, you know, their kid or their grandkid or their nephew or whoever, it just wasn't their thing. No big deal, no problem. But they let me know that it's cool to see someone roughly the same age as their whoever, as interested and enthusiastic and willing to learn about this particular subject as I am. And a lot of people thanked me. They were like, hey, thanks for all the videos. Because I've been making daily videos since before the silver and gold. I was making daily videos before I even knew what silver and gold even were. I was making daily videos, and I started making daily silver and gold videos, and people liked it. So that's what I would say is another good thing about the world of silver and gold. It's the community that's there. There's a massive precious metal community out there. Whether they're just coin collectors or they're stacking or whatever their goals are, whatever it is, you know, everybody's on a different page, but we're all in the same book at the end of the day. And I would argue that the stacking community, unlike a lot of other communities, have everyone else's best interest in mind. Or so it seems. That's what it seemed at the beginning, and that's what it still seems today. So I'd like to believe that to be true. Encourage one another to keep going, encourage one another, and uplift each other outside of the silver and gold. It's not just about like, oh, stack silver, you'll be all right. Like, no, people encourage others to keep going in other ways as well, and to keep moving forward, stay strong, stay safe, do what needs to be done, take care of your family, and plow through whatever obstacle comes your way. You know, I was talking to my boss just a couple days ago, and some advice he gave me, because I'm getting transferred to a different location now. Against my will, thanks, HR. But he told me, he gave me some advice. He said, 99%, or no, let me word it this way. 1% of the people that work for this company are very goal-oriented. They're very focused on moving up. They're very driven. They are determined to make more out of their career. 1%. Meanwhile, the other 99% are very, very, very complacent. And if given the opportunity, they would take on less responsibility than they have. So anyway, the advice he gave me was that since I want to move up, and since I want to, you know, climb to the top or as close to the top as I can, he said, when you talk to the corporate level people, when you're interviewed, when they come in to meet you, or you go there to meet them, and they want to determine whether you're the right fit for the job, they're going to ask you, how would you handle a situation that you don't know how to handle? What if a once-in-a-blue moon event pops up that you weren't exactly prepared for? What would you do? he told me, and he probably sees that I kind of already have that type of personality anyway, but he told me what he said when he was asked that question. He responded by saying, if I come face to face with a wall that I can't go around, I will go over it. If I can't go over it, I'll go under it. And if I can't go under it, my God, I'll go through it. And it just reminds me of the type of mentality, the type of encouragement that you see in the precious metal world. Now, he and I do not talk about silver and gold. I'd be very surprised if he's stacking silver and gold. But what he said reminded me of a lot of things that I've heard said within this community. Encouraging others, building each other up, remaining motivated, pushing forward, because we all know, at this point, we should all know, rocky times are ahead. We should all know at this point that we're all going to go through something at one point or another, whether it's on a large scale, like a full-on economic situation, or whether it's on a small scale, such as a personal financial hardship, an injury, a sickness, getting laid off of work, this happening, that happening, something that's going on in your life that isn't going on in mine, just something on a micro level. We all know that things like that are bound to happen. There will be roadblocks, there will be friction, but the precious metal stacking community, at least for the last 5.5 years that I've been stacking for, seems to encourage one another and have each other's back with tips and tricks, suggestions and advice on how to get through it. Because if I'm going through something while I'm pretty early in my career, if something ends up not going my way, I know dang well I can make a video about it and have an easy, 100 people reach out to me and be like, hey, I went through something similar 5 years ago, or I went through something similar 15 years ago, or hey, my son or my nephew or my uncle or whoever went through something similar. Here's how they handled it. Maybe it's something you can utilize. Make sure to subscribe for a bunch of videos. Subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel, for exclusive bonus videos. Get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. Try out some G Fuel Energy Formula, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description. And of course, make sure to go and get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account. You could deposit as little as a penny. It still works, it still counts, you still get your up to 12 free fractional shares. And every month they have a new promo going on. This month's promo is that if you refer 6 friends by the end of the month, they're going to give you $1,000 cash to invest however you'd like. First friend gets you $20, second gets you $40, third gets you $60, fourth gets you $100, fifth gets you $300, and the sixth gets you $480 for a grand total of $1,000.